company up top. Thirisan Dungda, of course, looking to extend his record as all-time top scorer in the AFF Suzuki Cup. Two players that make way. Tanawat, so much talked about him, man who plies his trade with Leicester, has yet to make a competitive match for them. And Superchok, not in the starting 11 today. He did get on the receiving end of a lot of hard tackles in that first leg. Here are your two skippers. On your right-hand side from Vietnam, Tae Yong, and on the left, arguably the most impressive player in Southeast Asia, Chanathip Songkrasin, who scored the 2 goals. Could have and probably should have had a hat-trick. Might have been a contentious penalty. But he still had a job to do and put it away, and he failed to do it. Now when we look at the Vietnamese lineup, they make 5 changes from that first leg. One of them is enforced. Huy Tien Dung comes back into the centre of defence. Ho Tan Tai also returns. Ha Duk Chin, the striker, makes his first start. He's joined by Pan Van Duk and the other out-and-out striker that they've got, Nguyen Tien Linh. They're going for it here today. Vietnam, they know they have to, but it's a familiar 3-4-3, making way. Nguyen Van Tuan, Nguyen Kong Pong, Nguyen Tuan An, Vu Van Tan, who has been impressive as a wing-back, and Zhou Tuiman is the big miss here. He has suffered a dislocated shoulder, will be out for a couple of months. Jakob Ibrahim from Jordan is the man in the middle, and we'll talk about that in a short while, but first, Roshan, your thoughts on those lineups?
I think for Thailand, it's a case of not really needing to change too many things because, you know, with just a bit more energy, with Titipan in there, his ability to get box to box, make those late runs into the area. Patampon in those 4 positions. We spoke about replacing Superchok, who took a few heavy knocks in that first leg, perhaps not quite fit enough. But for Park Hang-seo, the man right there, I think he's put out a very attacking lineup here. You think of Quang Hai operating in those central midfield positions, but he'll get licensed to get forward as well. Duk Chin, Tien Linh, Van Duk, all very pacey in those forward areas. Good mobility, nice combination play in those attacking positions as well. So he's definitely looking to try and make a mark early on, looking for those goals.
So much talked about here, the referee. He will certainly be under the microscope after not hearing per se, but what's been going on, and Park Hang-seo spent a large time talking about VAR, or the lack of it. If you're to believe some press reports, that is apparently going to happen in the next edition. And there he is, Park Hang-seo, but he was absolutely furious with some of the decisions that he felt went against Thailand. Could be a very welcome distraction technique.
Yeah, you know, focusing on things outside his control, really. And perhaps no questions about the setup or how they performed in that game against Thailand. Yes, there are decisions that have gone against them. And I think the refereeing, the officiating has been in the spotlight in this competition over the last few days or so. So there's a bit of pressure on the team of officials here, but you control what you can to the best of your ability.
So here we go then. Vietnam get us underway against Thailand.
Yo guys, silakan diketik kira-kira
in white today.
Menurut kalian siapa yang menang ini?
They will give it absolutely everything. Tien Linh, get a little touch on. He's got Ha Duk Chin up there for company. Looking at those stats, not too much between them. Thailand have scored more goals than Vietnam, but look at the number of shots on target.
Yeah, that's a big difference there, that shooting accuracy. Vietnam only about 32%. Thailand at 56% in this competition. And that's been the issue for Vietnam, I think, you know, especially in the group stages where they created opportunities, especially when you think back to that game against Laos and that game against Indonesia. Partly reasons why they're here against Thailand in the semi-finals rather than potentially playing against them in the final of the competition.
Park Hang-seo maintained he didn't care who they had to meet. Yeah, and that's not necessarily something necessarily in their control the whole while. Patampon trying to slip that through. There's going to be no quarter given today as well from both sides. They're trying to get that up quickly to their strikers, aren't they? Here's Narubarin, who's being one of their outstanding performers. Now to Kritsada, who's taken that first time.
You already see the approach there from Vietnam, pressing very high up. Quang Hai starting in the center of midfield, but he'll be given that license to get forward. Already pushing forward to provide support in those pressing moments for Vietnam.
After that adrenaline-filled match that we had yesterday, who's to say that it won't happen again? They must be taking some kind of inspiration, Russian yesterday, from what was almost a miracle at Sekarang from Singapore. The 9 men almost pulling off something impossible. 2-0. If you really think about it, it's not as difficult. You've still got 90 minutes to go and get these 2 goals.
There's a long way. There's a long way in this match, and there's plenty of time for them to do it. And yes, they probably would have been watching on and thinking, that Singapore, if with 9 players almost winning that game against Indonesia, minutes away from sealing their place in the final, could do it, then Vietnam with 11 players on the pitch, and hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Certainly don't want that to be an issue here, as Vietnam are pressing well. Winning the ball back, slip through, across the goal, Beer is there. It's still alive for Vietnam, and it's straight into the very grateful arms of the goalkeeper from Wing Quang Hai.
Great start from Vietnam, wonderful. Ball just slipped in behind by Hoang Duc for Ho Tan Tai. The shot going straight to the outfield. Chai Chai,
just telling the ball's coming through, and Beer had to get that cleared away. Had to just interject there because things were happening fast. Russian, they are winning the ball back high up the pitch, putting that pressure on, aren't they?
Well, we expected this, and I'm sure Thailand would have expected this as well. Vietnam are all over them at the moment.
This was the kind of start Thailand had against Vietnam in that first leg.
That's right. Bit of a role reversal here.
They are pumped up here. He's playing it cool, Park Hang-seo at the moment. Flat from Quang Hai. Chanatip gets it away. Only as far as Bui Tien Dung, who's, as far as Vietnam are concerned, thankfully back from injury just in time to replace Do Duy Man.
From a neutral's perspective, there could be a few out there. An early goal for Vietnam would
pile that pressure on, wouldn't it? It'd be great to see what happens. The reaction from Thailand. And in fact, Polking actually said, Russian, he put his hand out. It's refreshing. He said he kind of made a mistake in the second half, and he told them to keep it contained, and we were looking at that as well and looking at what they were doing, and they were sitting back a little bit, and he said Vietnam don't like to press so much, so we allow them to try and do it, but they're doing a good job of it here. They're turning that ball in, looking across at the referee, who's uninterested in that foul on Pong Hong Dui. An expectant look as soon as he went down. The wing back, nice touch on there from Quang Hai. They've lost control there. Van Duc back with Vietnam. Krit Sada can't clear. Beer is in the way.
Well, they can't get out at the moment, Thailand. Such is the pressure and the desire of Vietnam to press and counter-press. Thitipan losing the ball twice in succession. And the ball played across to the right-hand side of the box.
Oh, there was an acrobatic attempt there from Ha Duc Jin.
Game's moving on very quickly.
Here's Tirasin. And Polking was saying he was going to stick to his attacking principles today. Haven't been able to show any of that yet. Foul on Chanatip.
Well, this is what I was interested in looking at tonight in this game here, because first leg Chanatip was given freedom in behind Vietnam's midfield to create all sorts of issues. Now it seems like Hoang Duc has been told, make sure you keep a close eye on him. If he moves too far wide, pass him on, and someone has got to be alert to that to pick him up in those positions, because that diamond midfield of Thailand worked wonders in the first leg. It was incredible the way they were able to use it to really break through Vietnam's midfield and outnumber them in those central positions, especially in their first half. Second half, you mentioned, as we mentioned at the time as well, Thailand went 4-1, 4-1, set back in their own half, contained things, killed the space in behind, and saw the game out.
Like I said, as we see this foul, refreshing, wasn't it, to see Polking sort of say, yeah, that was my fault, I'll take responsibility for that.
At the same time, it could have been 3-0, you know,
Yeah.
with a penalty. Big opportunity.
Here's Narubadin. Doesn't quite get the cross he wants, does he? Tien Lin looking for Ha Duk Chin. Duk Chin's done well here, very well. Still on the ball here, Duk Chin is on his own. He's got 4 players around. He doesn't get the free kick he wants.
Yeah, I thought he got caught by Pitiwat there. You know, the referee was on hand. Incredible work from Ha Duk Chin. I mean, 4 Thai players around him, he's still able to retain possession of the ball. And I thought he actually got fouled there.
Just looking at Park Hang-seo's reaction to that. He was thoroughly unamused by what was on display.
Well, Mano's
officials.
desperate for his team to calm down.
Yeah. They surely would have known what to expect. And as we've discussed, Roshan, here comes Quang Hai. Tries to slide that through. He's won the corner.
Yeah, they've been in situations like this, and where you've got a lead, and you think you've got a nice, comfortable lead from the first leg, but you absolutely know that the opposition is going to come straight at you from the first whistle, and they would have expected this. But the pace at which it's happening, you know it's going to come. But it's just a matter of trying to ride it out, trying to see it out, and then the tempo of the game starts to settle a little bit more.
No settling yet for the Vietnamese. They are putting the pressure right on. Beer got a touch on it. Still with Vietnam. Van Duk. Chachai is there. You can see that run there from Chanatip. Chachai opts to play it safe for now.
Well, this is what they want to do in these situations. They don't have to rush these things. So Vietnam wanted to go very quickly. For Thailand, the key here is to slow it down in those moments. There you'll see here. Just calm things down a little bit. There we go.
Happy to go sideways and back. A rush, Patompon. Chanatip. First pass. So that's asking for a handball there. Well, they'll be delighted by what they've seen so far in these early minutes, the Vietnamese fans.
Tolong guys, jangan lupa di like ya.
They've been in good
Biasa
voice. I mean, on the way to the stadium as well, when you're
dan
walking
kita
in,
tetap
both sets of
terus
fans outside the national stadium, and you know, taking photos with each other as well, which is good to see. Friends off the pitch, but the moment the match kicks off, enemies again.
Referee having a word with Tiraton. Now Tiraton had a little bit of an incident in front of the dugout at the end of that last match where he went across, and that upset Park Hang-seo. He's a very upset man in the post-match press conference and in the pre-match for this leg.
He's very expressive, shall we say. And look, I don't mind it at all. I think, you know, different characters in the game.
It's colour, doesn't it?
It's the story of football in this region. So you see Beer take contact there from Duk Chin. He's not looking at the ball at all, Duk Chin. He's just trying to block off Manuel Beer. Good decision by the referee. Got different personalities on the pitch with the players, off the pitch with the coaches. Just all part of the beauty of this competition.
There's Beer to Kritsada. Thailand now trying to get a bit more of a grip on this game.
And Vietnam in these phases without the ball. Going back into a 5-3-2.
There's Chanatip's bobbled on him there, the ball, but he's got it away. Narubadin will get there. Tirasin. Oh, did he take the ball away perhaps? From Chanatip. Van Duk on the counter. Here come Vietnam. Now Quang Hai, he's got Tiraton in front of him. Well anticipated there by Kritsada.
I saw a moment there with where Chanatip was able to again just get in between that midfield three of Vietnam. He was able to turn and then play a ball in behind. That's why they got to have a handle on him.
Just trying to put a little bit of pressure there. Goes down. Chanatip's done well. Still Chanatip. Done brilliantly, and that's just gone out of play. Such a small man, Russian. How he holds on to the ball. Incredible.
Oh, fantastic. Not just his strength, his core strength, obviously, but awareness of body position and what he needs to do. If you put yourself in between the defender and the ball, he can't get it from you, right? It's almost got to go through you. And the thing you see with him as well, it's not static. You know, he's not just holding and the ball's there. He's moving with the ball as well at the same time.
Oh, he's shaping up for the shot, wasn't he, Tirasin?
Yeah, good play by Patompon. Down the left. Just taking on Tan Chong. Who's playing in Zoiman's position on the right-hand side of that back
Kira-kira
three.
ini siapa yang menang guys menurut kalian?
See exactly what Tirasin was looking to do. Going to be quite a special goal.
They've just slowly got a bit more on this, haven't they now, Thailand? More of a grip.
Yeah, and you see every opportunity that they have when the ball goes out of play to restart play, they'll try and slow it down as much as possible.
Just kill off that momentum, Tirasin. There's Kritsada for Thailand. So from Narubadin. Yuyen. Urgency from Thailand, as you can see, trying to get that ball forward necessarily. One back by Vietnam. Tiraton saw the danger. Lovely touch on there by Quang Hai. Here is Tiraton. Racing there, Tiraton. Was that little leg out? He didn't like that from Quang Hai.
Now, this is what I love about Quang Hai. It's not just his quality on the ball, but he works incredibly hard off it as well to help his side out defensively. So you see a shot from Tirasin. Took a deflection off Ngok Hai.
Hard work in these opening minutes for Thailand. They have a corner. Absolutely no rush. Go over and take this. Tiraton Gulmatan. Newly installed at Buriram, having left Yokohama F. Marinos last week. Distinguished career he had there. J-League medal to his name. As well defended by Vietnam. They get away with Quang Hai. Ngok Hai was looking to release Ha Duk Chin. Patompon wins it back for Thailand. All over the top from Tiraton. The flag has gone up on Patompon. rather. But they will look for those sort of balls, won't they, Roshan? They've got that pace from Tip.
Yeah, when they can, he's done well, Ngok Hai, just to step up in that situation, to read the play. Got the call from Tae Yong.
Looking around Patompon, but it's back with Vietnam. Those early minutes for Vietnam were breathtaking. They come forward again. Oh, they've seen a bit more of the ball, haven't they? So here they are, looking to get in that final third. Look at Chanatip, right on the tail there of Hwang Duk.
Yeah, incredible work defensively from Chanatip as well.
He's just taken a blow to his face, I think, Chanatip. He's gone down here.
Two players with wonderful technical quality, Quang Hai and Chanatip. Both showing that they're part of the team effort off the ball as well, defensively, helping their respective sides out.
And this has always kind of been positioned that way, hasn't it, with those two? It's Chanatip versus Chong Krasin. Chanatip versus Quang Hai.
Yeah, I couldn't really see that arm out into the face of Chanatip. But it was just in that little battle he had with Hwang Duk.
A little too much on that for Van Duk.
Really good idea on that pass from Hwang Duk. Sliding it right down the line there, splitting Narabadin and Veer. Van Duk just couldn't take it in his stride, in his run.
Chachai sees the danger. They're asking for a foul, a penalty. Thailand is saying it should be a goal kick. Referee goes for neither and says it's a corner. He's the man who's fuller, isn't he, Chachai, from the last game?
I remember when he came charging out of the box the last game in the first half, but again, quality play from Vietnam. Let's have a look here. Does he get enough on the ball as it comes through? He looks to take it around. Yeah, I think he makes contact with the ball, and it actually comes back off Haduk Chin. You can see quite clearly there, and it should actually be a goal kick.
That's exactly what the Thai players were saying. And just to clear this up, Roshan, as well, because there was so much from Vietnamese fans, in particular on social media, about Chachai being sent off, but he wasn't denying an obvious goal scoring.
Well, we spoke about it in the first leg. We brought up that point. But look, I mean, it's an emotional game, right? And when you think decisions are going against you, can get a little bit over emotional in these situations.
Got a yellow card for the foul on that day. A bit of shielding there. That is not a great corner. Expect a bit better from Quang Hai.
He normally hits it so well, Quang Hai. Looking dangerous, Vietnam. Very encouraging signs. Able to just pass it through the Thai defense a little bit too easily. I think for Mano's liking at the moment.
Flag has just gone up and Haduk Chin.
Well, Narubadin was confident there, wasn't he? Straight away, his arm shot up. Assistant referee on the far side responded. Let's have a look here. Oh, that's a close one, you know. I think he might just have been offside. I think Narubadin might just have stepped up in time.
Talk about being extremely confident of your position. Narubadin. The assistant referee agreed with him. Just taking it up a notch again, haven't they, Vietnam? Here is Tiraton. Oh, dispossessed brilliantly by Quang Hai. No foul. Referee waves play on. For Otan Thai.
Wonderful work from Quang Hai. Again here, just double team on Tiraton. Didn't release it quickly enough, and to Tiraton's credit, he does well to recover. Wins it back, but it almost becomes a nice little through pass for Otan Thai. Forming forward down their right-hand side. Just slips, he loses his footing as he hits this. Krinsada was coming across to close down that angle for the shot.
Thailand had just started to string a few passes together, get to that final third. Vietnam ratcheted up the pressure once again. Just trying to get a spell on the ball if they can, the Thais. Maybe pleased with what he's seen so far, Park Hang-seo. Needs goals.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Pleased with the approach play so far, the intensity that they're playing at. But yeah, they need to find that breakthrough.
Said that one goal just put the pressure on Thailand. Here's Narubadin for Thailand. Back to Beer. Looking for Chanatip. Here's Tirasin. Pon waiting, but it's Sarach who has the ball. Here he is now. Still Pon. Pretty wild attempt. Preferred him today over Supachai.
Yeah, I mean, it opened up for him to have a shot at goal. You can see Tirasin was just applauding the effort as well, just to provide some encouragement. Wasn't the best of efforts from Patapon. But I know this is going to sound perhaps a little bit strange, but what's important is you finish off your attacks so that there's no risk of a counter-attack from the opposition. And it goes out for a goal kick and get yourself back organised into a defensive shape.
Narubadin comes forward. Starting to see more of the ball. Squares that to Tirasin. Now Sarach. Now happy again to just stroke it around. Narubadin. Just gave that away very, very cheaply. Talking of which, Vietnam do the same.
Looking for the quick pass in behind for Duc Chin to go and chase. Krinsada on hand to come across. He's done really well, Krinsada, for Thailand in central defence. Pitiwa, another one who's been an unsung hero for them perhaps.
Now Tiraton. Sada. Promised attacking football from Mano Polking. Not quite the case at the moment. Case of hanging in there for a little bit. They weathered the storm. Vietnam have been more or less relentless in this. Vietnam have got the ball back. A quick ball over the top from quite high. Here's Chai again. This time he connects with the ball cleanly. And he has gone down though.
That's excellent goalkeeping from Chai. He's alert to that. Park Hang-seo, he can have a go at the referee. He won't be happy with Chai going down. Very intelligent ball. Quick ball played over the top from Quang Hai. And he's not even in the set position to play that pass, Quang Hai, but he just needs to, he understands that he just needs to toe poke it over that defense, and that's exactly what he does. But credit to Chai, that starting position, he's alert. He understands that the space in behind that high line from Thailand, and that's his territory to go out and help his defense out. And he's done that.
Tian Lin connecting with Chai as he came rushing out. Wants to get a message across. He said he couldn't sleep as he was working 20 hours a day looking at different situations. Trying to figure out what Vietnam would do today. He wasn't sure whether Bui Tian Dung would come back. He thought Vietnam might even experiment with a back four. Looking at wing backs and what they might do, their strengths. And even Park Hang-seo said he had a sleepless couple of nights looking back at the replay of the repeat of the last game. The stretcher has to be brought in. Is he going to come off? This would be a big turn of events. No, the stretcher's being refuted. Sleepless nights because that was Park Hang-seo's first loss to an ASEAN rival in 34 matches. He has had 27 wins and 6 draws against ASEAN nations since he took over Vietnam.
Well, this is Chai coming off. He'll take a bit of contact from Tian Lin. I can't quite see what the issue is there. He might have just pulled a muscle perhaps. I think that's what it is. He just jars his leg as he lands. Might have just pulled a muscle there.
So it's not the contact with Tian Lin.
It's not the contact with Tian Lin, it's the way he lands. He's gotten up, he's tried to carry on, he's gone back down again, and the stretchers come on now. And it does look like they will have to make the change now, Thailand.
Sekarang is the keeper who's played in this tournament. Of course, they've got an amazing keeper in Kawin. But he's just not had game time, Roshan.
Yeah, he went back to Thailand for a bit, settled a few personal issues. He came back to rejoin the squad a few days ago.
There was a fair bit of flack for selecting him for Manupokking.
Kayaknya diganti kiper ini, Cok.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you've got a squad, when you're allowed a squad of 30 players, you bring a goalkeeper like Kawin with that quality. Whether he's been playing club football or not, you bring him in to be a part of that squad, and for all his experience as well, and to even increase the level of the goalkeeping training within the squad.
So Sekarang, who played against Singapore, is getting ready. It looked like he was going to be okay. Chai. But look, they have good goalkeepers, Thailand.
It's something Manu's spoken about. Manu Polking was asked about Kawin being in the squad, and he says, well, pretty much exactly what I said, is that you bring a player of his quality and his experience in to be a part of it, and that he absolutely trusts the goalkeepers that he has in his squad. He knows what each one is capable of, and he's not been afraid to play them, has he?
That looks like it could well be it there for Chai. Real shame for him in Thailand. You wonder whether that will be the end of of his tournament. 37-year-old Sekarang comes on. Long-time servant to Buriram. Working 30 caps for his country. Sekarang has spoken out about how much he enjoys being under monopoking. Oh, he's distraught, isn't he? He's in tears here. Chachai. That might indicate
probably end of his tournament. And you know, if there were folks out there who were wondering if that was a legitimate injury, I think we've gotten our answer here.
Taking a long, long time with that. Sekarang will come on for Chachai. An enforced substitution for Thailand.
Well, a very experienced goalkeeper, Sekarang. As you said, 37 years of age. He doesn't look it, does he?
Listen, we saw a 38-year-old yesterday.
That's right, Hassan
play
Sane.
an absolute blinder.
Yep.
It's all in the head, Roshan. I told myself. So a setback, regardless, isn't it, for Thailand? They've lost their #1 goalkeeper. Been almost a sweeper for them at times as well. Let's see if Sekarang can help them in that regard as well. And actually, obviously, very sad for Chachai, but it has in many ways helped Thailand. Broken up things by quite a bit. It was about 6, 7, 8 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That stoppage.
I mean, they'll be added on at the end of this half, obviously, but
it's that momentum.
In terms of the momentum and the rhythm of the game, it certainly disrupted it. A little bit of a reset as well for Thailand and for Vietnam. It's for Vietnam now to again get things going. Because any sort of stoppage, anytime the game sort of breaks down in terms of the momentum and that rhythm, anytime Thailand can slow it down, it's going to work for them.
Well, that was a really important touch here, and a sharp sorting. Titipan knew exactly what he was doing. And Van Dijk, it's a yellow card.
Charging forward here, Vietnam, and Titipan knew exactly what he was doing. No way he was going to win the ball legally there as Van Dijk was streaming forward. Correct decision by the referee.
Could be the first test here for Sekarang.
And Quang Hai has got a wonderful left foot.
Hit the woodwork twice in that last game. This is pretty much dead centre.
It looks a little bit far out, but not with Quang Hai around. Normally hits the ball so well. Technically.
And the crowd, because they know that well, and what he did in the last game. Building up to a crescendo here. They're expectant.
Vietnam breakingnya bagus ya kalau nggak salah.
Wing Quang Hai for Vietnam. Sekarang does his job.
Well, I thought for a second it was going to spin back into goal here. He took the sting out of it. He was quick enough to get back up on his feet and gather the second ball.
Sekarang. I mentioned almost 30 caps. Actually, Chachai, who's gone off, is the least experienced of the three goalkeepers that they've got. Thailand, but they've gone with him. 4 attempts now from Vietnam. Again, Russian, for all that we've talked about, them having the ball and pressing, they haven't created enough, have they?
No, they haven't. They haven't really troubled Thailand in terms of, and I'm talking about high quality opportunities. So important. I know we sometimes get fooled by creating high quality chances. And after that really good start from Vietnam, where they were all over Thailand, it has settled down now.
You can see what Patampon was trying to do. They are looking across at the assistant, that Vietnamese defence, Lee Tin Dung and Wontan. Saying that should have been offside, ref.
Yeah, really nice idea. A couple of flick-ons. You can see the number 7, the wing-back, Hong Zui, playing Thailand onside. He's got his auto appeal up, the hand goes up, hoping for the flag to come up. It's fascinating, isn't it, footballers? You know you've played them onside and still you're just hoping that the flag will go up.
Because you've done it, I'll just do it. Again, I'm just always amazed by how talented, so good. Ball retention. Somehow holding off these players who are far bigger than him.
Well, it's use of his body, and I said again, awareness of situations around him.
He is in Japan, like his erstwhile colleague Tiraton. As I mentioned, he just moved back. He's still with Hokkaido Contadole Sapporo. It will be Tiraton to swing this in. Decent ball in, isn't it? But it will be a goal kick. Titipan insists it should be a corner.
A good ball swung in from Tiraton. Another one with a sweet left foot. It's come off the head of Titipan.
He was insistent.
Yeah, again, you know, well, actually, he's right, you know. It's come off Tien Lin. Should have been a corner. But just a reminder, even if there was VAR, it's not something that, it's not a situation that VAR would intervene in.
Yeah. Here's Patampon. Nice little touch from him. This is shades of the second half of that first semi-final, wasn't it, Russian, where Thailand kind of had to try and keep it as compact, absorb that pressure. They've done a fairly decent job of it for you.
Semangat bang,
have.
siap bang.
Beer.